Hello, everybody. You have made it to day 6. Congrats. We are so excited. You are almost there. And today, one of my favorite people in the whole wide world is going to share with you one of my favorite things to do at Christmas. And that is all about gift giving. And y'all, this girl, she knows her stuff because she is like Christmas in human form. Like, Christmas is her like holiday. She's the best at gift giving. She's the most loving and caring and compassionate people and person. And she loves to help people make for sure that they feel really, really special at Christmas. That is one of her God-given gifts, I truly believe. So you guys take lots of notes and listen up because you are going to learn from the master, Miss Danielle Davis. Woohoo!
Oh, that was great, Dan. I tell you what, I love these. This just makes, I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk through the house here in a minute. My head's going to be so big. But she is right. This is most likely my favorite time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year to me. It brings out a lot of things for family, for friends. It seems like we get together more and more relational, and just being able to give is huge for me. So I'm just going to give you some tips that I've gone through, that I've used in the last few years, especially last year, because during this time, I was going through DIQ, and I needed my sales, and I needed some other things, and these are some things that I learned. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about gift giving. So first thing, if you say you don't know who to give to, if you have anything that resembles a profile card, which these are the new ones, I want you to go find every profile card you have on any facial you have ever done. And right here on the new ones anyway, it says, who can I share your product wish list with? And so there's a place where they can put their name after they finish when they filled out their profile card. Sorry, my dog is down on my foot. I don't know. All of a sudden, when you get on camera, everything happens, you know. So there is a place where you can go. Anybody most everybody fills this out, because on your profile card, there's a place where they get their products, and then they have a wish list. And there's a lot of wish lists floating out there, and you can get a hold of these people on the contact information and talk to these people about wish lists. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? So, for instance, there's Susie Homemaker, whatever. She's put down the relationship. She's got a wish list. She's got some things that she wanted, but she has a wish list put together, some things that maybe she couldn't afford right then, or maybe she just didn't feel like she could get it at that time. Maybe she, us moms and grandmas, we put other things ahead of ourselves, but there's somebody on that contact list that you can get a hold of if she's put it down. The husbands, I'm telling you, if you can go, if there's a relationship, where it says relationship and they put down their spouse, be calling that spouse. I'm telling you, call that spouse. I made a lot of sales last year going back through my my profile cards and getting a hold of the husbands. And it leads to so many other things. But I'm just going to give you a few tips here that I've got. So here are some fun facts about most men. Most men. May not be all men, but most men. Most men are frustrated with what to get their wife, girlfriend, mom, sister, especially if they're single, and would love to get helpful ideas. But even if they're not single, some men out there, the married men, I don't know what to get my wife. She has everything. She gets everything. If she wants some, this is what I used to hear, or still do hear, well, she just wants it, she'll go get it. But a lot of times they won't just go get it because maybe they just for whatever reason, they don't think they can get it at that time. So that's a fun fact right there. And men do not like shopping in malls, clothing stores, or department stores. That's most men. I'm not saying all men. My man will go with me, but he'd rather be in Bass Pro than he would be in White House Black Market. That's just the way it is. He would rather me pick out his clothes so he could go get his hunting clothes. But that's okay. But these men need help. Also, men aren't real sure if they trust online shopping. Men are very visual, very visual. And if you have things put together this Christmas, your example baskets, your coffee cups, your whatever you're doing with these different things that you're putting together for Christmas, the eye buys. And for a man, he is very visual. Also, men will shop with you when you're confident, warm, pleasant, and trustworthy. So that means you kind of got to have your stuff together. When you have great suggestions for these men when you call them, or maybe you call and you've got some suggestions for them and they say, man, I don't know, make an appointment with them, get with them. You can either sell it over the phone or you can meet them somewhere and say, hey, I've got some stuff you can really look at. I've got these products put together. And I did that a lot last year. So here's the deal. Here's some things you might want to have in place when you do get to talk to them on the phone or you're going to go out and see them, okay? Know what's versatile, and most women would love to receive a gift as oil-free eye makeup remover, satin hands, hydrating body lotion, satin lips, mascara, perfumes, a travel roll-up bag. I think DM mentioned it, like on the fragrances. Have some fragrances out there at the other deal that we did the other day on the Pacesetters video. Have some fragrances together. Let him smell them because he's going to buy what he likes to smell his wife like. I know Mark does. There's certain ones he goes, oh, I want you to wear that one. Oh, I like that one. So have some of those things on hand so they can see that. Know what price options you'd like to offer, whether it's $40, $50, $100, $150. Now, I know that sounds kind of high, but a husband will spend more on a wife. Now, this is just an example for just husbands, okay? We're not even going to go over all the rest of it, but husbands will spend more on their wives. I had a husband just the other day. I called him and I told him, I said, your wife really wanted this Time-Wise set, but she didn't feel like she could get it the other day. Do you think this is something that you might want to go ahead and get her for Christmas? And he goes, what? What's Time-Wise? And so I explained to him what it was, and it was a skincare set. He goes, absolutely. So, it seemed like 3 minutes and I was done. And so I have an order for the Time-Wise set for the husband to give to his wife. Now he's going to get her some other things and I'm helping him with that too. So it just leads right into another conversation with that. My cat's trying to come into the camera. You need to sit down. Meow, meow. Have maybe a questionnaire in front of you that can help you ask questions because you need to sound professional when you're talking to him on the phone. He wants to know that you know your stuff, okay? And know that you can make a gift basket look awesome. Let him see a gift basket or tell him, I have gift giving services. I make the gift baskets up. I make them very beautiful. And maybe you can send him a picture if you can't meet up with him. Maybe you can send him a picture and text it to him or Facebook message him. So that is just an example of how you could reach out to a husband. And then so as you're talking to the husband and you've made the sale, why not take it a step further? Do you know any other guys that might need some help Christmas shopping for their wives? Why not? You may get some more customers that way. Also, there's another thing. So he shopped for his wife. What about his mother? What about his sister? What about, a niece? What about a cousin? Believe it or not, an aunt. Don't negate asking him if he's finished doing his Christmas shopping. Make sure you ask him, hey, I've got some other things. Let him know you've got some other products that he could use for these different people, because he's going to go, oh my gosh, I can do my one-stop shopping right here. I can let her take care of this. And there's been many times I've sold $200 or $300 just right there, helping one man buy all of his Christmas gifts for the women in his life. So that's just one of the tips I wanted to share with you. Another tip is when you, let me get my note out here and make sure I'm not missing anything. No. If you have an open house, I know, Reba, I think you can nod at me or not. You have a wish list up on your site. Okay, she does, and we can post that later. A wish list that you can hand out at your open house or when you're doing certain facials and parties. And it's a real cute Christmas wish list. And when they come to your open house, they may not buy everything. You know, the customer may not buy everything because they're buying for somebody else, so they're not going to buy for themselves. So they write there's a place to put a wish list on there. And not only that, there's a place to put Santas on there. Who would be your Santa? Well, my Santa is my husband, but I have another Santa too. My daughter. I have another Santa. My son. These are people that would buy gifts for me at Christmas. And if I have a long wish list, just ask them, say, hey, put down those contacts on your Santas. Let me call your Santas. Maybe they would want to get this stuff for you. And then you're able to contact these Santas to be able to have a way for them to shop for you and get you all the wonderful stuff that they need. That's what you can be telling your customer. So that's another way that you could get tips on being able to find people to shop with you. All right, another thing is going out and introducing yourself to people for gift-giving services. I think we've talked a little bit about this before, but here's the thing. I'm going to give you just an example. I didn't think about this till almost too late. And it was a couple of years back. I used to teach at a school, and it kind of worked really neat. I taught at this school, and the ladies, the teachers, I still have an in with them. I still talk to them. I still get them gifts for their families and for other teachers and stuff. But I had talked to the teachers. They were looking for a gift to give Debbie, which is one of my very close friends who is a principal at the school. They couldn't figure out what we were going to pitch in, what we were going to be able to do for her for Christmas. How should I go talk to him or not? And I almost didn't, but then I did. And then I went and talked to him. I said, listen, Debbie's got this huge wish list with Mary Kay that she had this facial with. And they're like, really? Debbie does? I said, yeah. They ended up pitching in, and I did a $300 basket for her. And all the women pitched in to get it, and we presented it to her at a Christmas party at the school. But here's the funny thing. I took it a step further. So I thought, if they were interested in getting her a basket for Christmas of all the Mary Kay things and products that she loves, why don't I go talk to her? Because I know that she's going to be giving the teachers gifts. She buys them every year because I get one every year. I still get one. So I went and talked to her. I said, hey, what are you doing this year for your teacher's gift? She goes, I don't know. Gosh, that's another thing I got to do. And I said, really? Well, let me show you what I got. And I had a bunch of coffee cups that put together that were so cute. They had lotions and stuff like that in them. And I just showed her what I had. 22 coffee cups later, because she didn't just buy for the teachers. She bought for someone else. So 22 little gifts that she bought. Well, they weren't little. They were $15 a piece. And then a $300 basket out of one place. Yes, it was small school, but it went into other things too, because as we did the gift giving for Debbie, and then Debbie did the gift giving for the teachers, then the teachers wanted some gifts. Hey, do you have this? I've got a sister I need to give to. I've got a mother-in-law I need to give to. And it just kept sparking more questions, and I kept my ear open to who they were needing to give gifts to. So you could do that with a lot of ways. You could go to maybe your husband's business or some businesses that you know. Maybe you know of your place where you go get your teeth fixed, at the dentist. That's where I'm going this week. I'm going to go talk to him. I called him up today and said, hey, and I've got an appointment with them next week. So there's a lot of places that you can go to do that. All right. Last thing I'm going to share with you right now is make a list for all the people that you shop for. Shop with yourself. Give gifts of Mary Kay to your family and friends. They're going to love it. And every year, my stepsons ask for Mary Kay cologne. They're asking for it every year now. They like the shaving cream. They like the face gel. They love the cologne. They're different colognes, and they buy throughout the year. But I know that I'm doing a great job by giving them and shopping with myself and supporting myself by giving them gifts from Mary Kay. And I do it with my family members as well. So, especially my daughter-in-law, she loves all this different kind of makeup. She loves the gel eyeliner. She loves the intensity mascara. So she gets a gift box full of that stuff every year. So those are just a few of the things I wanted to share with you today on tips on being able to give. I hope that helps you. And just be sure to keep your ears open. See what they're saying, hear what they're saying, see who they're needing to buy for, because you've got a service that you can give them, and it is a quality product. All right. Happy gift giving. I'm going to go have fun.
Danielle, that was so good. You guys, I love this. You know, she's just like an elf all the time. I mean, that's just her. She loves Christmas. But what we can all take away from this, you know, is that gift giving opens the door for new things in the future. Gift giving introduces some people to Mary Kay that may never be introduced to Mary Kay. I'm also going to say that you guys, you giving Mary Kay as gifts in your family opens the door. I know sometimes our family can be the most critical of our Mary Kay businesses. I have family members that still have not had a facial with me, and I've been doing this for 10 years. And they still tell me no. But that doesn't mean I can't give them something. That's another way for them to try it. And it looks like you spent more money on them because, you know, you give them a $50 Skin Vigorate brush, only costs you $25. It's great to be able to write off some things on your taxes because it's a personal use for you. But that has opened the doors for me so many times, giving people gifts in my family where they come back later and say, I did like that cologne. I could get another one, you know? And so Danielle, so smart of you to get those people in your life. It's so smart of you to reach out to people around you when it comes to gift giving. A couple of things I would tell you guys to make sure you do when you gift give it to those around you is let people know that it is 100% guaranteed, that if for some reason they do get a gift for somebody they don't like, that they can exchange it with you. And then as Deanne taught us in her traveling around trunk selling, you always want to put a card in there, one of your business cards, with on the back, contact me in January for a free makeover and 10% off or $10 off or whatever, to be redeemed at a makeover in January. So these gifts can hopefully lead to appointments in the future. And I thought I would also give you guys just an example of what I say when I call. So I know Danielle kind of did hers, how she approaches it. Here's what I say when I call or I text him. I just say, hey, Danielle, or if I was calling Danielle's husband, Mark, I say, hey, Mark, it's Reba. You don't know me, but I'm your wife's Mary Kay lady. And I don't know if you've already got this taken care of yet, but last time she was at my house, she left a list of things that she was interested in getting that she didn't buy for herself, and she left your name and number as somebody that might be shopping for her. Would you be interested? Do you need some ideas to see what she would want for Christmas? I could help you make you look like a hero. And a lot of times they go, well, sure, I'd like to know. I say, what's your price range? Because I don't want to share with them a Lash Intensity Mascara if their price range is $200, because she probably put a repair set down there or something too. So that's how I go about it. Hey, you don't know me, but I'm your wife's Mary Kay lady, or I'm your daughter's Mary Kay lady, or however it is. And last time she was with me, she left a list of some products that she would be interested in receiving. She wasn't willing to buy for herself, and she listed you as somebody who shops for her. Do you have any ideas? Or do you need a few ideas? Would you like to hear? So that's kind of how I approach it. I just wanted to share that because we all have different ways of sharing that. Danielle, did you have something else you wanted to throw in there? I thought you were waving. Okay. So I get to wrap this up. Deanne, did you have any last thoughts? Anybody? I thought she was waving at me. Okay. So here's our voucher number 6 here. What you need to do, obviously you already watched today's video, and you're going to send a voucher to your director with your thoughts about today. That's your mandatory 5,000 points. Here's your bonus points for today. You're going to go digging for those profile cards. Hopefully you've organized them all in one place. And you're going to make a list of people that has been listed as gift givers. And you're going to send a picture of your list to your director so that way she knows who you're going to be reaching out to. And if you're brand new, you guys, just make a list of people. I go through my phone every year and I write down all my husband's friends. I'm like, I know he is a mama, he is a mama, he is a mama. And so just make a list of people that you know shop for others. reach out to 5 people off that list, introducing yourself and your gift giving services. And then if you, for extra people you reach out to over 5, you can get 1,000 bonus points per person. So if you want to reach out to an extra 40, that's an extra 40,000 points. You guys can kill it right here. And the last thing you're doing is make a list of all the people in your life you need to get gifts for. And hang on, I just lost my arrow here. Who you need to get gifts for and who you could gift Mary Kay to this year. So I'm going to write down, I need like 5 Dirty Santa gifts in the $20 range. I need 3 men's gifts for my father-in-law and my dad and my grandpa. You know, so make a list of things like that and then take a picture of your list and show it to your director of who you're shopping for. So that is the end of day 6. We will be talking to you guys soon. Bye.